But sometimes that we refuse to admit that some of the weird stuff which exists in this universe. And part of coming here is actually to see some of the, expand your knowledge, not just be told what you already know, but see things in a wider perspective. Because look, that's one of the great things which I learned from science. And I'm going to back this up with science now, because people think Ajahn Brahm is going a bit loopy. You know, he's having too much condensed milk. We've got to sort of crack down on this diet. He's losing it. But I was trained in Cambridge, theoretical physics. This was the hardest of the sciences, the toughest, the most logical and the most rigorous, the most you had to sort of depend upon evidence and hard logic. And then some of the things which I heard there were even crazier than alien abductions. You know, things like sort of the relativity theory. Things like time being bent by speed. The faster you go, the slower time travels. And it can't be the case, but it is true, proved time and time again. And to understand what I mean, you can go to the nearest star, which is Alpha Centauri, 4.37 light years away. And you can't travel faster than the speed of light. But you can get to Alpha Centauri in 10 minutes if you just solve a few technological problems, which are quite big. But physically you can get there, even though it's such a long way away. And you can't travel past the speed of light, and it's 4.37 light years away. You can get there in 4 minutes if you want. Because when you really go fast, time starts to go strange and it starts to warp. And even distances start to contract. It's not so far away when you really go fast. And that starts to bend your whole ideas of what time is. And even what space is. This world in which we live, we always think that if we didn't live in it, it would be the same anyway. No. When you get involved in life, you're part of life, you actually change life. And that was quantum physics, that's what that was doing to me. Showing that, no, this world is not just as you think it is. It is something far more strange than that. Weird. And I love telling people about Schrödinger's cat. Any vegetarians, you should leave right now, because this is really cool. I know this, where is he? We always say to say something nice about animals. Where is he today? Oh, he's not in the back. But anyway, this is something nasty about animals. I do apologize, but this is only a thought experiment, Schrödinger's cat. And this is basic science, which is weird. And this made me start to think and see things in totally different ways. This was when you put a cat in a box, and in the box there is a cyanide capsule, and in glass, and it will break if a cesium atom decays in a certain amount of time. It's a quantum process, and it's a 50-50 chance. And it is probability, no one can predict it, 50-50 chance that the cat gets poisoned and killed. And a 50-50 chance it survives. And they haven't opened the box yet. And the question is the cat alive or is the cat dead? And both are wrong. It is the third option which is the correct option. The cat is in the third state, neither alive nor dead. And that third state is a basic default state of our universe. Neither here nor there, the smear of probabilities before we make an observation. That is reality. And quantum science is not just some theory or myth. Every time you use a computer, that's a quantum effect. Every time you use any amplifier, like this one over here, it's quantum effect. The superconductor, not superconductor, the semiconductor effect is quantum. It works, it's real. This isn't just theory, even though it's hard to get your head around this. how can that actually happen? How can that be? But it's real. So what I learned from hard science is this world is far more strange than we could ever imagine. I mean really strange. And sometimes you ask scientists, how can you actually comprehend this? And they would tell me, we don't actually comprehend it, we just get used to it. We get familiar with it, but we never really fully understand its meaning because it's too strange. Now these are scientists, that's the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum physics for any scientists here, which is still very sort of the preferred. It always goes up and down every now and again. The alternative is multiple universes, which is even more weird. But now we go into hard sciences, what is taught in our universities, where professors who are highly respected individuals in society, who even actually go on government-funded panels, they believe in all this stuff. So compare that with someone who believes in alien abductions. Who's weirder? So what I was saying over there is sometimes that we just will not respect ideas, when they just go beyond our comfort zone. And we need to actually respect people.